I got some chips.
Welcome back to another exciting edition of Rake Your Position. We are back. 3 lifelong friends, maybe lifelong, and a bro in the house.
Yeah.
I am Aaron, the host.
And I'm Joe, the groundskeeper. I want to give a quick shout out to Big Game. We had a big W tonight. We didn't walk anybody. What do you know? And we ran the base as well.
It's baby.
It's amazing what happens. Speaking of lifelong friends, I recently had a lifelong friend tell me they thought I was crazy. So that's pretty funny coming from an invisible guy.
There it is. Welcome back, Joe. I missed you, buddy. I am Jay Lee the Rover, and I think we have a special guest here, my older brother. I'm going to kick it to him.
I'm Adam, and apparently I'm the coach. So I'm
yeah.
happy to be here. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah. So let's start with the interview real quick to get everybody familiar with Adam here before we jump into our stuff. You know, like, we got to keep Jared around because he makes it look good. The rest of us fail in that. But now there's like double Lee swag. I don't know if we can air this on YouTube and our ratings not change because there's too much.
Different.
I was going to say, I might have to be PG-13 rated.
Yeah, there's
it gets
too
put
much.
into a different category now.
What do the kids say? Too much drip and too much Riz coming through the screen at you right now. See, I'm cool, guys. I got it down.
Yeah, I just learned, working at a high school, I just learned that those words are all just shortened, longer words. So
yeah. They're not even getting creative now. They're just shortening stuff.
Yeah.
The one that threw me for a loop a couple years ago was ship. Have you heard any of your teenagers say, I ship that?
I have not.
That's when they approve of their friend's dating relationship. I ship that.
Oh, dope.
Yeah,
okay.
So I ship that.
I
Jared,
get told
Carrie, I ship that. Joe and...
Yeah.
Well, nope, nothing for Joe.
So yeah,
that one threw me for a loop because I didn't know what they were saying. Hey, so we're going to interview you real quick to get you familiar, the Rakers out there familiar with you. So how did you hear about Rake Your Position?
Oh, well, oddly enough, I heard it from my brother. Hey, told me about you guys starting this journey, and it's been fun listening to you guys in over a year now. So
crazy.
We have made it that far. That's crazy. What's the best part about baseball? Why are you romantic about baseball?
Probably just the heartbreak of it. Like, it can be so rewarding in so many ways, but it can also be such a silly game.
That's Joe's favorite part too, the heartbreak.
You're headed for a heartbreak. Yeah. A lot of that going on. Adam, what team are you?
What's my favorite professional team?
Yeah, who are you rooting for?
I'm a Cubby.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's
a house divided shall not stand.
Joe just logs off.
I was afraid to say something.
No, I just
I'll keep it together.
You are the closest to Joe right now, so good luck.
Yeah,
I can be there in 27 minutes. I just came from Quincy.
He's memorizing what your house looks like, so good luck. So the next question is fantasy baseball related, so I just want to show everybody that real quick. I'll just come through it there.
Yeah, I'm not too happy with my start.
The Blue Steel's looking a little weak, but give us a quick fantasy GM rundown of your team, top draft pick, your outlook, your goals.
Well, I started off with Mookie Betts, which is great because I had the number 2 pick. I really wanted a Kenya
pick,
but I'm actually glad I didn't get him.
Yeah,
because Mookie's
dodge a bullet there.
Yeah. Jared and I just made a big trade, so trade hitter.
Nope, that's probably a tainted. What was it?
Yeah, we're gonna reverse that actually.
I sent him a big old power hitter, strikes out a lot. What's his name? First baseman of the Mets.
Oh, Alonso.
Alonso, baby.
Yeah, Pete Alonso for Josh Naylor and Nico Horner. I needed some more on base
Not bad.
percentage, some
And I
stolen bases.
Naylor's
I
on fire
traded
right
Joe
now,
Boyle.
but
Yeah,
Joe
Lonzo's a
Boyle.
proven commodity.
that was my only worry.
Mm-hmm.
My outlook at this point is just to start winning because it has not been a good season so far for me.
Do any of us have a winning record? I mean, I'm
I just
wildly
snuck
below.
over. I'm 2 games over, but it looks like it's going to expand after this week.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
think
at one point, the 4 worst records in the Rake Your Position podcast fantasy baseball league were the Rake Your Position hosts. So at
I'm
least
still
I'm over
down there.
500 for us. Yeah, you
Pitching
guys
is
are
good.
last
Yeah.
3 in your division.
oops.
Mm.
I beat Jared last week. Oh, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. Anybody else got some follow up questions before we jump into our agenda?
Joe?
How do you I assume you grew up in the same house. Maybe I should know that. But how does
Mhm.
one become a Cubs
No.
and one become a Cardinals fan? Hey, there's things
Uh,
happen.
I don't know how Jared became a Cardinal fan. Maybe it's cousins. I don't know. I don't know
I
what
know
happened
how.
there.
I know how.
My Our father is a Cubs fan, and so that's where I got it from. But
Yeah.
Real quick, why do you think he would curse you with having you become one of those?
he hates me.
So Jared's his favorite kid. He didn't make
Yeah,
he didn't make Jared be a Cubby.
yeah, I'm
um
pretty sure.
no man, I became a Cardinals fan because of our Grandpa Miller. He I
Mm,
remember him talking about the Cardinals quite a bit and just being over there so much. Um and I don't know. I
poison the
mean,
well. Yeah.
yeah, and I don't know how I got past dad not trying to make me a Cubs fan, but it happened and here I am. So,
The
um
Cardinals were a little bit more successful as we were growing up too, so that probably didn't hurt.
that probably helped out a lot too. Yeah. I didn't write any questions down, but I think I got a few off the top of my head. What is we talked about starting this because of, we all played high school baseball for the Pittsfield Stockies. So like what's one of your favorite memories playing for Pittsfield?
Um, One of my favorite plays, memory wise, Jordy Waters. I don't know if you guys remember him.
$100%.
We are in Calhoun, and they don't have an actual fence at this time. It's just a snow fence, the orange fence. And he is going back on a ball deep to center field, hits that. And as he's flipping over, that snow fence still finds a way to somehow catch that ball and comes up with it, which ended up being a big out. I think Evan Moss was on the mound at that time. And um, which ultimately ended up helping us win that game. But it was pretty amazing that he watching him hold on to that ball. Um,
Yeah.
Funny memory, probably Schultz was getting onto us, walking on the outside of the infield one time because he was trying to get us to go the opposite way with the ball, and of course we were all pulling, and uh, he's doing his thing, yelling at us as he's walking around the edge of the infield, and somebody smokes just one of those ones where you can't get out of the way of it, smokes him in the butt cheek, and we didn't hear another word out of him at that rest of that practice as we were hitting. So
Nice.
those are probably two of my favorites off the
That's
top of my
awesome.
head, anyway.
I think
And just
Calhoun had that snow fence for at least a decade because that
Yeah,
was
feels
there
like
when we
it.
were there too.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Homers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. And then just to kind of give a little bit of background about me and Adam growing up under the same household, Joe. I don't know if is that knowledge now? You
You
know
guys
that
grew up
now that we
together?
yeah, we
Okay.
It's
grew up
out
together.
there.
It's out there.
Yeah.
Um, we probably made our parents so mad because I remember mom had just bought this like wooden fence that they were going to put up somewhere. And me and Adam probably played just baseball against each other, like pitching and one of us was hitting probably almost every other day.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
And well, we're both competitive. I'll put this out there. And so, like, if one of us got a hit or some sort, the next pitch, we're throwing it a little bit harder than what we did the previous time, right? And so
And a
by the
little farther
time,
inside.
Mm.
correct. And by the time that Adam had left to go to college, we had put in like 4 or 5 holes in that fence. And I don't know how mom never got mad at us, but that's something that I always remember. And then we could the way it was set up is we had a big field out behind our house, but we always played close enough to the house. And if you pulled it too hard, you're smoking the house. So actually kind of made me a really good inside out hitter because you always had to go the other way with the ball. Um,
That's why
and all that
Jared
fun stuff.
learned to swing and miss because he didn't want to hit his house.
Exactly.
That's he.
See?
Yes,
It all
yeah.
Big
comes full
brain
circle.
move. Big brain move. And
Oh,
then
that's fun.
How
the other
many
one, go ahead.
how many balls did you lose in that field? Because we had a similar layout in our yard.
Oh, we spent
There's
a lot of time walking
A
that
lot
field
of
trying
time
to
looking
find.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then it'd finally be like, yeah, I can't find it. Let's just go get a different one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, and then the other memory I always have is I, for whatever reason, I don't know how I acquired it, but I bought catcher's gear.
Hmm.
And so I had everything but the shin guards. So I had a helmet, a chest protector, and a glove. And uh, I remember there'd be a few times Adam would be firing in there, I'd be doing good, and then he'd throw a curveball and overcook it. And I'm thinking I'm like a major league catcher back there trying to block it. For the listeners, I didn't wear no cup. So, that was dumb on me. But just always being in the backyard and playing a lot of baseball are some of the things that I always
Hmm.
remember with Adam here. And that's just kind of our childhood was, because we lived on the outside of town. So a lot of times it was like, well, we're not going to go into town or we didn't have a ride. And so we are just like, well, we're going to go play baseball. So
Yeah,
just a little bit
make
of
up our own games.
the Lees growing up.
I
A
like
lot
it.
of a lot of ghost runners and
Oh yeah,
imaginary players, right? Yeah.
Are they
yeah.
ghost runners or stick runners? Let's take a
They were
poll.
Ghost
ghosts. They
ghost
were ghost
runners,
Ghost.
dude.
runners.
Ghost.
What's a
Okay.
stick
And
runner?
yeah,
Now I've
we'd
heard a
play.
lot
We
of people say
oh, go
stick
ahead.
too, but I was a ghost. I was a ghost man too.
Yeah, we would play this game where if you hit it past a certain point in the yard, it was a single, double, triple, or homer. And so
Gotcha.
that's when
Mhm.
we would have our ghost runners.
Nice. So who
Nice.
has the better arm? Who's gonna?
Mm,
Who's
Jared
Ooh,
has a better arm than I do.
all right? Who's
Uh,
got the better hitting skill?
Adam. I'm not a
I would give
hitter.
the edge. I'd give the edge to me, but if you're going to go fielding next, it's not even a question. Jared's head and shoulders better fielder than I was.
So do you have the power?
I no, I was never really a power guy. I was more of a line
Okay.
drive guy.
Yeah, because people
Plus,
don't know Adam. Adam's what? I don't know. You're 6'4". You're taller than
yeah,
me, I think, aren't you? 6'4", 6'5"?
6'4". Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tall drink of water. Jared's about 6 foot. It's a little
Hmm.
size difference. That's fun, guys. I like hearing those stories. So we're going to come back later on at the pod. We're going to have a fun bro versus bro trivia battle.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Before we get there, let's cover some baseball news. Get to our agenda. So we sent out the Rakings. Joe had a bunch of garbage, so we didn't count him. But the rest of us here, we've got the Braves in first place, coming off of a hot stretch. To no one's surprise, the Dodgers Yankees fell to fourth and fifth. So the big movers this week, Baltimore jumping to two and the Phillies jumping to three, which the Phillies have not made the top five yet early on, but they are in the three spot. They had a first place vote, a second place vote, and a third place vote. So we've talked Dodgers Yankees a lot. Does anybody got anything to add to those two teams? They've fallen a little bit, but why?
Because they lost.
Um, yep, moving on.
All right. Phillies then. Who voted
Um,
them first? Oh, you going back to Dodgers Yankees? Oh, go for it.
just the Yankees real quick. I mean, for them to still have this record and still being in first place, I would say it's a slight shock because of losing their ace, but I mean, they're still playing decent baseball, and Juan Soto is playing out of his mind.
Mhm.
That might be the only pick I have for a postseason award to
That's not
to
hurt
come
yet.
yeah,
Knock on
it's
all the
not on the
wood.
IL. Yeah, sorry, Juan Soto, if I hurt you here,
Yeah.
but
Hey, breaking
um,
news.
no,
He's
I
not
think
coming on the
that's
pod.
probably not. Well, yeah, no, he's not. Definitely not. We're still trying to get Lance Lynn if he's out there.
Yeah.
Um,
He's too good
Cor
now.
Yeah, Corey's not on here, so maybe he'll come through. But no, that's all I have to say about the Yankees is like they're still fighting without an ace, and so that's pretty tough to do.
With LA, it's all Mookie right now. I mean, Freddie's got
Hmm.
one homer, getting on base
Yeah.
like crazy, but Mookie had one of the best single months offensively of all time. His defense is average, slightly below average, but learning shortstop on the fly. He's doing just fine with the bat, obviously. So, and they're going to get healthy as the season goes on. So that's always the question mark with them is how many healthy bodies will they have? But so I'm guessing I know the answer to this, but who voted the Phillies number one?
I did.
Oh,
Oh, you thought
curveball.
you knew, huh?
I
You
did. I
thought you
thought I
knew.
knew, but I
Huh.
didn't know.
Wrong
All
first
right,
Oh.
name.
Adam, talk about the Phillies. What do you got them there
Uh,
for?
I really like their 1-2 punch with Wheeler and Nola, and then Baum is the probably the hottest hitter outside of Mookie in the game right now. He is just on fire. Then you add Harper behind him, and their lineup is just really gelling right now. Um, I don't know. I like the way they play. Not that I don't like the way the Braves are playing because
I
they're
hate the Braves.
Somebody will
they're
cover them in
supposed.
just a minute.
Yeah, the Braves are supposed to be this good, I guess, and maybe the Phillies are too. But I gave the slight edge to the Phillies.
It helps when Bryce Harper's got those good looks. I mean, who are you gonna
Hmm.
who are you gonna pick? Bryce Harper or Marcelo Ozuna if it
Oh,
comes
come on.
straight
Give me
down
the
to
big
looks?
bear all day.
Yeah.
The dad bod, baby. Anybody
Have to
else
go
want
play
to
the
talk about the
outfield.
Phillies? I voted them second, so you can probably guess who I voted one, but somebody else voted them three, so I'm guessing that was Jared. But what else we got on the Phillies? Anything else?
Yeah, I agree with Adam. I think they're gelling and Bomb's playing out of his mind right now, so that
Mm,
helps out a lot.
I like it. That brings us to Baltimore at number two. A lot of transactions happening over there, but it doesn't seem to matter. They just keep rolling along.
Yeah, I mean, love Baltimore. It's fun to see that they can send up, send down, call up someone out of the stands, and they're going to find a way to win.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and then I think the biggest acquisition and adding an ace like Corbin Burns has panned out so well for them. Like
Mhm.
he's just dominating right now. It's fun to
Hmm.
see. Like he's playing for a contract, of course, but I would love to see him stay in Baltimore.
Yeah. And the new
Stinks to see
owners are
Grayson go
officially
hurt.
there. So, oh, Grayson got hurt. I
Yeah.
did not see that.
Yeah, he went on the DL or IL.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. What kind of
Boom.
injury was it? This is breaking news by Adam, the coach.
Oh
Da-da-da.
yeah, shoulder, I believe.
Oh man.
That's not
Not
good.
nothing. It didn't sound like it was anything too serious, but
Yeah.
yeah, 15-day. So
Their AAA is loaded with bats, so any injury to the offensive side of things they can fix quickly. But I do know they got John Means is rehabbing in
mhm.
AAA. He'll be back. That's somebody else.
I think that's who they called up to replace
Okay,
Rodriguez.
so that's not bad when you call up an all-star. But yeah,
Yeah.
if he's back and Grayson comes back second half at some point, that'd be nice trio at the top there.
Hmm.
Joe, you got anything to add about those teams?
I think I had Baltimore number one. Um, yeah, I guess I got some things to add. I'll probably be called a hater, whatever. That's because you can't deal with the knowledge I'm throwing at you. But I'm a groundskeeper, right?
Hmm.
Am I a
Mm-hmm.
pretty? Would you say I'm a pretty good one?
The best I know.
Yeah,
See,
best for this
thank
pod, man.
you.
The pod sod never
Um,
looked better.
take you to Mountain Town, but we want we want dry fields. We want even grass. We want smooth dirt. We want straight lines. And I think it's pretty easy. And by easy, I mean, I don't know what's easier than easy. Is there a word for that?
I guess not.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
See, that's how easy it is.
I just want to
So
know where this is going.
it's uh, it's pretty easy to see that the field, whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that? And if they would, is that Dwight Schrute?
Yeah, that's for
And
you.
that goes with my sign, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, the grass is uneven, the dirt is wet, the lines are crooked, and I'm standing in left field and I can't see second base because that's how much of a mountain valley I'm in. I don't think it's an even playing field for the league. So if some team is
Okay.
close, if some team is close in wins and winning percentage, doing it with significantly less resources. That's I think I voted like Baltimore, Milwaukee, Cleveland, Detroit, maybe. I threw Seattle in there, even though they spend a bit. So
Mm-hmm.
um,
So you're saying payroll has something to do with this?
I didn't say that. I just gave my analogy, and you can take
Okay.
that however you want. But
Okay. Got it.
um, I think
Got
it's
it.
a discrepancy that at some point the league has to address. I don't want, I say this all the time because I'm a baby and I cry and the Cardinals can't win. But that was my rankings. Rakings. I'm sorry.
Well,
Oh,
that
I wrote this down. It's nice that Corey's not here. We're talking about everybody being 6 foot plus. It's nice that all four of us now can say that.
Mhm.
Corey's not here. Anyway,
are you that tall, Joe? Of course, that leaves Braves number one. They keep rolling. Best record in National League, maybe best record in the league.
I
Murphy's
think
had one at
by like
bat.
half a game.
Strider is out for the year. Acuna, Olson, and Riley haven't gotten hits in 3 weeks, and they keep winning. So, some point the actual All Stars are going to play better, and it's going to be fun to watch. But yeah, so there we go. We got Braves, Orioles, Phillies, Dodgers, Yankees. The close but no cigar. We've got Mariners, Kansas City, and Cleveland, and
Oh,
then some late round votes. We got Milwaukee and Detroit. So a lot of familiar faces up there, but I think I like where they all fell. I'm happy with it. Yeah, the Phillies, if they weren't in behind the Braves, they'd be winning any division. So it's gonna be a fun battle in most of these divisions, actually. Probably as we get to the news, one of the things that I think is just amazing is that Oakland is 5 games ahead of
Mm.
Houston right now, which is amazing, or five
Isn't it
wins ahead of
awesome?
them. Yeah.
that's pretty
And
mind
Joe
blowing.
Boyle on the big stage of Sunday Night Baseball, seven innings, 1 run. Yeah, be
what's
on
his
the lookout
season
now,
stats?
Jared.
What's
No
his season
walks.
stats?
Oh, like an 8 ERA, but
They
Okay.
must have had like seven kids from an orphanage like out in the
well,
field going like this.
it was the
Because that's
Pirates,
the only
so
way that Joe Boyle goes 7 innings without walking somebody.
it was the Pirates game. So yeah, let's just check out this stat line real quick. Oh, it's only 5 innings. I said seven. 5 innings, 4 walks. So never mind. Did get
Okay,
the
yeah.
win though.
They
Did
needed
get the
more.
win. I love it. Give me Joe Boyle all day, baby. So
You
other
can
news
have him.
items. Take it away, Jared.
The big one is I think we all want to talk about is Mr. Mike Trout, man. The dude just can't stay healthy, and I think Aaron said it best in the text thread the other day, but man, what could have been, you know? Another knee injury. I think he's having surgery on it. Meniscus, I believe is what they said, which
Yep.
is never good when you have any type of surgery, I think, but especially in a joint like the knee is never fun. So, kick it around to you guys. Adam, any thoughts on Mr. Mike Trout?
Yeah, the Angels should have traded him when they could have. Uh, got what they could have because he seems like he's falling apart. But he had a really good start to the season, so hopefully he can rehab, get through this, and not have more home runs than RBIs when he comes back. If maybe some of the Angels can get on base. Um, but
Yeah, it's a good point.
he is a generational talent that has just been stuck in purgatory. It feels like.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
It
And correct me
sounds
if I'm.
like
Go ahead.
I was just pulling up his stats and he's played 24 games in the outfield and he's played 5 games at DH. I think it may be time to be like, you're still swinging a quick bat. You can still hit. Why are we having you run the outfield? Your knees and legs are made of glass. I don't know, man. I don't. I mean, it seems like every other time it's a knee, which is a common injury. But
Or he seems
Yeah,
so athletic enough that maybe do the Bryce Harper treatment, make him go play first base. Like
Yeah,
if you think his defense can be good enough. I don't know.
and they've always had all these other young outfielders coming up behind him, and it seems like Joe Adell, at least right now, is actually playing like he was supposed to. 4 years ago. So I know they've got a couple more coming, but Joe Adele, I think, had the longest his streak going right now, or something like
I
that. Like
think
he's got like
something,
seven
yeah.
homers, hitting 300. So he's finally doing stuff, and
And
they got a center fielder in AAA that's electric defender. I don't know if he's hitting anything, but
Joe Adele's willing to play outfield. Joe Otwell is also willing to play outfield for the Angels, so Mike Trout can
Mm.
DH.
I'll
there
send
we
that up.
go. All
Very
right,
Send
nice.
that up.
that was a nice segue. And then the other person on the news there is Jared's favorite AAA player.
Yeah, I think someone voted him Rookie of the Year. You just got
Wait,
A
sent
lot
down
of
did
already?
you
a lot
really?
of a lot of time.
Dude, I might have. If it was
Somebody
back in
had
like
to
Here's
have.
the
what I've learned in almost 2 years now. This pod is if Jared votes for you for Rookie of the Year, you will be demoted by May. That's what I've. That's what I've
well,
learned.
if we
He's
Isn't
two
it
for two so far.
isn't it pretty much any if you get voted for an award, like you either get hurt or
something
demoted?
Yeah,
happens,
Rookie of
yeah.
the Years get demoted. Major leaguers get hurt.
Yeah, so
This is great.
if you want me to keep your name out of my mouth, I'll send you my Venmo. We can we can make this happen. But yeah, Jackson
Name out
Holiday.
your mouth. That's the name of this pod right here.
Uh, but yeah, Jackson Holiday came up for a little bit and struck out quite a bit. Um, I don't know. It's all there. I don't know if it's just like the nerves, the expectation, the hype. 'Cause, I mean, he goes back down to AAA and just starts raking again. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's crazy. And like I said, it's easy. It's good for them because they have pieces they can just bring up to replace him and not lose anything and let him go figure it out. Like he's gonna come back. It's inevitable. Like it'll happen. It's just a matter of when and if.
Yeah, it makes it tough because they've got the talent to like let him figure it out. Like they don't have to rush him. But then when he just destroys AAA, it's like, why is he down there?
Mhm.
Because I think a lot of it is the hype. I mean, like he's the savior of this franchise before he even got to the big leagues. But you see these other young guys like Jackson Merrill's playing all right, Jackson Cherrio's playing all right. Other
Yeah.
rookies that are younger than him or his age, those guys are all 20 also, I think. So they've held their own. And then for him to come up, it's just like, whoops,
Yeah.
are
And
they
I
all
guess
named Jackson? Dude, they are. Jackson Merrill, Jackson Cherrio, and Jackson Holiday.
You
when's
need to
your
tell
Jack?
your son.
Yeah,
I
when's your
know,
Jackson gonna be
Jackson.
up?
Get your glove, man.
Get on that tee.
We're going outside.
You got eight
Uh,
years, man.
I think this is probably the most hype prospect I can think of since Harper. But what I think the biggest difference is, it does kind of seem like the spotlight, the everything around it, Bryce Harper just could just go right through it. Like he didn't seem like thrown off by anything. It just does kind of seem like Jackson Holiday's a little bit more timid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Harper gets bigger. It gets better the bigger the lights, it seems like. But just
Mhm.
surprising for Holiday, and maybe I mean, it's been 25 at bats or whatever, 25 games or whatever. But like being a good ball player's son,
Mhm.
you think he'd be okay with that.
That's
But
true. Yeah.
any other news items that we want to throw out there? I was going to kick it intentionally to Adam to talk about the Cubbies because the Cubbies are playing well, and they too have been riddled with injuries to big name players like
Yeah.
the Braves and have kept rolling. So give us some Cubs love here.
I'll be honest, like it took every fiber in my being to not put them at number 5 in my rankings.
Corey, are you here? Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds like Corey there. I was like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
get that high voice going. You were close.
Right. Yeah. Because of all their injuries, and they still set a franchise record for wins in the month of April with 18, with 8 guys on the injured list. You know, that includes Cody Bellinger, Seiya Suzuki, Justin Steele. Um, I would say Kyle Hendricks, but that probably needed to happen. He was not looking like the Kyle Hendricks of old. But you've got guys like Shota Imanaga stepping up this year. Like he got his 5th win tonight against the Mets. 5-0 with a sub 1 ERA. And then you've got Javier Assad, who everybody just thought was a swing guy that's stepping up and being one of the top pitchers in the majors this year. I think there's some stat they threw out before that said he's like one of the top 5 in ERA over his last 10 starts or something like that. The one concerning thing for me right now is our Gold Glove middle infielders, because Dansby Swanson's sitting at 4 errors right now, and I think Nico is sitting at 5, and
Wow.
that's almost halfway to their total of errors on the season last year. So our defense has not been great, but the one player that I really want to highlight off the Cubs this year, though, is the Palatine Pounder of Mike Talkman.
Wait,
That
what did you
guy,
call him?
the Palatine Pounder. He's from Palatine, Illinois,
Palatine
and
Pounder.
Oh,
yeah,
Look at that. Inside
that's an
info
obvious
here.
yeah, that's an obvious shirts reference. And if Corey hasn't talked about obvious shirts before, it's a Chicago-based shirt company that puts obvious sayings on their shirts. And he has. It was at the start of today's game. He had a 955 OPS, which is top 5 in the majors right now, I believe. The guy is just taking walks and coming up with big hit after big hit and just filling in. The guy's a gem, like a steal of a pickup over the last 2 years for the Cubs, and what he's been able to do and step in when there's been an injury and just step in on a regular basis. So I am excited about what's going to happen with this team to see what they're like when we get these guys back from the injured list. And then, Pete Crow Armstrong's been up, and he's looked a lot better his second go around. He came up late last season, but he's come back up this time with all the injuries, and he's done some good things. Cade Horton their top pitching prospect got promoted to AAA this past week. And
He's a top
so
100 guy too, isn't he?
he's a top 100 guy too. So I'm, outside chance maybe he's a September call up or second half of the season call up. So excited about that. Rotation could be shaping out pretty good. Bullpen's is really shaky right now. Alzolay not getting it done in the late innings. So we're a little shaky there on the back end of the rotation. We've lost 4 games from save opportunities, which really hurts. But those are things hopefully you figure out as the season goes on.
Yeah, bullpen's usually the easiest to fix in season because it costs the least to make those trades. Neris has dominated the Braves. That's why I don't like him. So at least you got that proven vet down there. But they said that they're not doing a set closer right now. They're just kind of mixing and matching.
Yeah, between him and Mark Leiter Jr., Mark with his split finger is really tough on lefties. So he's been good. Him and Hector kind of been splitting the job right now.
Nearest currently is walking 9.9 batters per 9 innings.
Yeah.
It's been.
I mean, he's still solid, but that's early season. That would make me jump off a roof.
Joe's is a big walks guy.
He loves them.
Just throw strikes.
Dude, I love the Mike Tauchman call out because this seems like this is like the 3rd or 4th time in his career where he has been the best player for a month.
Yeah.
But then you look at his career, it's like it never sticks.
So I know
it's weird. Like 2 years in Colorado, he played 52 games and his OPS second year was 319. That's his OPS in 21 games. But then he goes, you can't make it Colorado hitting. He gets cut, goes to Yankees in 2019, 87 games, career high 13 homers, the 865 OPS. And I know the Yankees thought we got the next guy. They benched Aaron Hicks and cut Aaron Hicks and all this stuff the last couple of years. And then he falls apart. And then he resurfaces with the Cubs here 2.5 years later and just doing it again. So, and he's 33 already. It's crazy. So it's a nice piece.
He's had quite the journey. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what, when we talk about why we love baseball so much, is obviously like being a Cardinals fan, it's frustrating to see your division play well. But I guess what I can speak to why you love the game is the off season. the Cubs offseason, everyone talked about how slow it was and they didn't do anything. And here they are just playing good baseball. It's
Mhm.
like that's what's really cool to see. Like, of course, every team has their opportunities to get better and whatnot, but like watching some of the Cubs games that I have, like I don't know, the morale just seems together. Like they seem like they're having fun playing together. Um, who's the third baseman? Is it Morale? What's his first name?
Christopher Morel.
Oh, Morale. That dude, I'd take him on my team right now. Like,
I'm seriously just baseball savant searching him right now. I was going to ask because he's playing third base because Madrigal
Hmm.
can't hit, but Morel can't play defense. It's like if you could put the two of
Right.
them together.
Hmm.
So I don't know. Like his advanced stats fielding wise is not good, but does he look okay at third base if you watch him? Or
He's got some flashes of looking really good, but then he makes easy plays look really bad. He had one tonight where it kind of he backhanded a ball and was on his back foot trying to make the throw over to first, and it should have been scooped by first, but it was still a bad throw. Um, so like it's just hit and miss. He'll make
gotcha.
things look really good, but other times. So
Yeah, because his hitting's all in the red on baseball savant. All looks real good.
yeah. Um,
So
Michael Bush has been a bright spot from getting him from the Dodgers. I was kind of
has he
worried
been
about
playing
that.
first or is he DHing?
He's been playing first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I was kind of worried about that, but trading
Well,
Jackson Ferris
he's not
off.
known for his defense either. So honestly, some of those
Mhm.
errors with Swanson and Horner, I wonder if they're throws that better first basemen would scoop. I don't know.
Sure. I would agree with that. Yeah.
Bellinger would get them, and
Hmm.
they're not getting scoops. They go down as errors. Well, there you go. There's our Cub talk for the day. Enough of that.
All
All
right.
right, so we're
More.
going.
No, no,
Oh, go
no.
ahead.
Hold on, hold
Yeah, you
on.
got something?
You got somebody who researches daily the game of baseball and just loves to talk about it. So one thing, um, one thing I've thought, because do I watch a lot of baseball? No. One thing that you all just said was cool was how the NL Central is playing well. That's about the most uncool thing I've ever seen in my life. But one thing I've felt, and I'm more, I've always got by more on a feel and kind of a, gut
yeah, you're a big
feel,
feels guy, big
big
walks guy,
feel,
big feels guy.
A lot of
big
feelers.
feels guy. And like anytime I pull up a box score or, you get into baseball reference and you're like, let me look how bad these numbers are. OPS seems way down. And I just did some quick research here. And what appears to me, it looks like only four teams are OPSing higher than what they did in 2023. Yes, I know we've played one game in May, so things change, but I wonder if there's a cause there. I mean, there's not really been like anything change wise other than nothing. I don't know.
So you
Any
said
thoughts
four
on that?
teams are
Random
doing
thought.
better than they did last year.
On a quick eye here, yes. Um, it looks like Baltimore, Milwaukee,
Yeah.
the Yankees, and there was one other one that I've seen, the Angels. No, no,
Well,
no,
that's about
no,
to change. So Trout.
not the Angels, not the Angels. I'm
Okay.
sorry. There's one other team outside of that, but everybody else is like their OPSs are just way down. I don't know what if that's a trend or if that's just one month of play that means nothing.
I wonder what it looked like April to April because the Braves games they were complaining about that some balls weren't going, but they were playing in cold Seattle and like a couple balls that they thought were homers were routine flyouts. But as a team, their OPS is actually higher than last April. They got better as it got warmer. So I'm wondering, and that's the only they were just talking about that at the Braves game last night when I was watching it. So I'm wondering April to April what the league looks like.
Yeah, that would be a better reflection for sure. You always hear that, wait till the weather warms up, and
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some truth to that.
Because they were complaining. I was listening to Seattle broadcast actually, and they were complaining that they think the balls had been changed back to the pre-barrage days.
That's why I never hit. It was always too cold.
Dead ball.
That's true. Any other news things then before we jump into? I forgot we got a trip recap. Joe, give
Oh
us
yeah,
the
yeah.
groundskeeper how do the grounds look?
Let me Google it real quick. Let me Google it. Let me Google it. Give me
All
a
right,
second, everybody. Fill the time. Fill the time.
Jared, go for it.
Fill
What
the
was your
time. Okay, I
thoughts?
got it. Here it
Oh,
is, boys. Here it is, listeners, ladies and gentlemen, idiots. 1,975 miles. That's how many miles I went to watch the Cardinals lose to a team that pays their
Oh, there
a
it
team
is.
that pays their team in pesos. A team that is trying to lose yet still has a better record than the Cardinals. So that was awesome. Um, I will point out that we set dead center field, which was actually really cool. Um, Not a whole lot to say about the stadium or the area that the stadium was in. That you can you can see why they'd want to move. But yeah, that was awesome to go all the way out there. And I mean, I freak out about a loss in my own house where I'm in comfort. You can imagine how I felt being at a day game roasting, watching
We did
Scott
roast.
Hatterberg Jr. get hits. So it was fun. I love the guys I went with. So it makes it all the better,
well, what about the sleeping quarters, Joe?
right?
It's
Hey,
about the size of this Zoom.
so yeah, we stayed in San Fran. Oakland Stadium and San Fran Stadium is like in miles. It's probably like in miles. It's in minutes. You gotta get there. Maybe it's a little farther than that, but easily able to hit up both stadiums if you're gonna stay overnight. We stayed in San Fran. Wouldn't really recommend that either. The place we stayed did feel safe, but if you're listening like from a house, if you want to go find a closet and look inside there, or if you're listening from a car, the closet in the car is roughly the size where three adult men over 6 foot stayed.
Go in the
So
closet, put two sets of bunk beds and a toilet in your closet.
That's
That's
about the size.
yeah,
that's what
Yep.
we had. Poor Jared's face was 2 feet from the toilet for 3 days.
that was kind of his choice. Oddly enough, he chose that.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'll take the one right by the toilet.
The other one was
No, it's
open.
not what happened.
Was this an Airbnb?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a cool building. They said all the rooms are small, and like we got it for cheap
and they
for
were
where it was
small.
at, and yeah, but
Yeah.
it was brutal on the smelling senses and the hearing. Like they tell you it's going to be loud. So obviously the dumpsters and stuff are just on the streets in San Fran. You can't pick them up during the day. So they pick up trash at 2 a.m. right outside our window. And it's just for multiple times throughout the night as city workers are cleaning up the streets and stuff. It
The
just
Airbnb provided earplugs. If that
and a
tells if
sound
that tells
machine.
you anything.
Yeah. So it was fun. Jared,
Mhm.
tell us about San Fran,
San Fran
Oracle Park.
was honestly that park was pretty beautiful. We went down, we walked there a little bit earlier to check out the scenery around it. Covey Cove was something I was excited to see. And our seats were pretty close to directly above the brick wall right there and right. We were kind of a little bit off to the right there, but honestly, like really cool ballpark. I got to see the giant glove, which I was excited to see. The surrounding area um, could probably have a little bit more entertainment wise to do personally. Like they had a few shops, few restaurants, nothing crazy, um, but just the ballpark in general is a very, very good looking ballpark. Like would go again, maybe not to stay in San Francisco. But again, the definitely a top ballpark that we've been to it was really fun to see. It's the same with Oakland. I liked Oakland too. It was cool to it's gonna be cool to be able to be like, hey, I went to that ballpark before they tore it down.
Yeah.
Like to Joe's point, sitting right in dead center was really cool. Something that we'll probably never see again because of the batter's eye. And the other piece I'll add about Oakland is didn't really feel like there were a lot of rules. Like if we wanted to, we probably could have sat in the dugout with the Cardinals if we wanted. They'd be like, yeah, we don't care.
Yeah, they wouldn't have cared
So
one bit.
wasn't a lot of rules there, but
There was a speed contest at Oakland, if I recall
oh
too. Joe,
yeah.
can you maybe we could tag that in somehow? Adam, if you were a betting man and
Oh,
Jared
I
had been
forgot
running
about
his
this.
mouth for 5 years that we need to race,
Mm-hmm.
60-yard or 60-foot, bases. How many steps do you think Jared would win by? Me versus him. I'm
Boys.
6'3", 240. He's 6 foot, 150.
I'd give.
I'm six
I'd
foot 170.
I'd probably give Jared a good few steps.
Ooh, then you would lose, baby. You would have
Uh,
lost that
Oh my
bet.
goodness,
I was
dude.
right there
This
with him.
this story gets exaggerated
Oh no, we
every
got video
time.
proof, man. One
Yeah.
step,
Listeners,
baby.
What a
check our
really
Twitter. We'll put the
what a
video
really
up.
awesome angle. The angle is Joe starts here where we start, and then the angle is
I had to put the brakes on sooner because my inertia
Mhm.
takes a little bit longer
Yeah.
to stop. There's a wall coming very quickly.
That's what I'd say too.
But the best part of it, like usually we would go find someplace to have a throw off, and we're still hurt from
And I would
Chicago
win.
2 summers ago. So
You
we
wouldn't.
didn't want to do that again. But Jared and I have challenged out of this race seriously for 4 years. We keep saying we're going to race, and we never have. So we're walking around the Oakland Coliseum, and there's a little kids section where kids are paying to
It's the
race.
Ricky Henderson race.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
dedicated to him. It's a little base
So
path.
there's
Kick
two
the kids off.
two first base, two second base right next to each other, and then like 5 feet past the base is a wall because it's made for little kids. They're not going that fast.
You
So after
no
the
wait, no
game-
wait. You literally kicked little kids off of it so
Yes.
you two could do it.
Yes, I did. So we're leaving. These like 5 or 6 kids are taking turns running. There's no attendant anymore. Like the attendant had like they were like tracking the speed during the game, but that was all turned off. The lanes there, like they said, there's no rules in Oakland. They're just glad you're there spending money. And so I got to kick the kids out of there, and me and Jared got up there and raced, and Joe was our cameraman, although he videotaped it from the start line to the finish line. So
Mhm.
you can't really see how close it
Hey,
was, but
it's not all about speed. That's
just
what I'm
got to get it
saying.
moving.
It
Yeah.
is in that scenario because I won.
Can't teach
He
it.
did win. He did win. But I was just proud that I was close. And then we had to walk over the place looking for our Uber, so I was hurt
Oh, that
for
was the
that.
worst. Yeah.
Oh, that was a fun trip though. So yeah, we were talking about a driving trip later on this fall, maybe Milwaukee or Cincy, and then our next flying trip next year. We're hoping for Baltimore, DC.
It's got to be East Coast of some sort.
Yeah,
Mm.
DC is
Real
going to be
quick.
fun next year. They're going to be a good team.
hmm
Real quick, that remains to be seen. A couple things. One, I don't remember hearing an organ at either stadium. Very depressing. That
Sorry,
needs to never be appreciated. That needs to be instated everywhere.
Never unstated.
Never unstated. And then Adam, who's the best ball player of all time?
Babe Ruth.
Okay, who's second best ball player of all time?
Of our lifetime.
Oh,
No.
our lifetime.
No,
What?
this is all time. This is an easy answer.
Hank Aaron.
Okay, if you have no morals or ethics and you don't care what somebody does to be good, who's the best player?
Barry Bonds. Okay.
Barry Bonds. I mean, look at the numbers.
Oh yeah, this was crazy. Yeah.
One of the oddest things, we circled that stadium at least twice. We were there before game, all throughout the game. The only reference to Barry Bonds was a fan that they put on the big screen one time that had a Barry Bonds jersey on. It was, to me,
That's
it was
crazy.
very odd.
Yeah,
I mean, there
Yeah.
was
weird.
there was nothing that referenced Barry Bonds.
Like nothing around the ballpark and
My favorite
That's
part
odd,
about
'cause-
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's odd because they still bring him back too.
And he's coached. Like he's not banned.
Yeah. Right.
He's coached in Miami since then.
Mhm.
My favorite part about San Fran was how proud Joe was the entire trip. Guys, I got the best shirt. I got the best shirt. Got the best shirt. Would not show us this shirt until we fly in on Tuesday. Wednesday is Cardinals at Oakland. Thursday night. So at this point, we've been together for like 48 hours and counting. Joe has not stopped talking about this T-shirt. Puts it on to go to the San Fran game, and it's Steve Perry because he sings about San Fran in one of his Journey songs. And so he's so excited to wear because he's not going to show off Giants gear. He's going to wear Steve Perry shirt.
I had a Giants hat.
That's true. And like the 7th inning, 8th inning, something like that, late in the game, they play the song that Joe, you want to sing it for us real quick?
Well, it's Lights by Journey. It was put out in 1978. Neil Sean on guitar, Steve Perry on vocals, Greg Raleigh on the Hammer B3 organ. And everybody knows that song. When the lights go down in the city and the sun shines on the bay.
Mm.
They play it every game. He's
Keep going.
a I
That's
can't. Steve
beautiful.
Perry is the greatest male vocalist of all time, and I
So
pale in
Joe's
comparison.
life has really pinnacled at this moment. They're singing that song in San Fran. He is the only one in the entire stadium wearing a Steve Perry shirt, and he hides. We are trying to get him on camera. They're going fan to fan to fan.
They
Everybody's
were like,
singing. Joe's covering up her shirt in the fetal position on the ground so no one will know he's there.
That's
It was so sad. Like his life could have been the highlight, and he chickened
mm.
out. So kind of ashamed. It was awesome that you had the shirt, but what was the point?
I'm disappointed in myself. What can I say? Let's go back.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so we have a fun little contest here: bro versus bro challenge.
yeah,
Uh,
boy.
Joe has some Cubs Cardinals trivia.
I'm ready.
And
Oh
then
boy.
I have a
Okay.
special category of MLB brother trivia.
Ooh,
So we're
nice.
going to see who is the smartest Lee of them all.
Oh
So,
gosh.
Joe, go ahead and start with your round.
Are we going like back and forth with the questions, or am I going through all of mine?
You go through yours. You'll be round one. I'll be round two.
Okay. So I feel like they get harder as they go along.
Hey,
It's
and also,
possible it's possible that they're all super easy also.
is the question going to one of us first, and then is that how we're doing this? Like this
If you
question's for.
I was gonna pose Cubs to Adam and Cardinals to you, but if you want
Oh,
like a
okay. No,
chance
no,
to
no.
steal.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, so you
You're
know
good.
the team
Sorry.
better. I like it.
Okay. So, oh man, I'm gonna start with the easy one. What I thought was easy. So this Adam, this is first to you, okay?
Okay.
So this Cubs player in 1930 set the record for RBIs in a season. What is his name?
I have no idea.
I
Oh, for
might take
real?
a guess.
Um,
It was like 198 RBIs, I think, or 190 something.
192 maybe, and like two homers.
It
uh,
was something low, yeah. It's still the record.
yeah, I'm not going to be able to get.
Jay Lee, do you want a chance to steal this?
I'll just say name. The first name came to my head. It's probably wrong, but I was thinking Hornsby.
No.
Yeah.
That's who I was going to say, but I knew it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
right.
Aaron? Or did you already look it up?
Oh, and Cap Anson.
Incorrect. His
What?
name is Hack Wilson. How
Uh,
Ah,
you all let me down on that, man.
my bad.
Hey,
I
it's
thought
Hack
Cap had it.
Hack Wilson. It's Hack Wilson.
Ding, ding, ding.
ding ding.
All right, Jay Lee, on to you.
Oh boy. Let's go.
This Cardinals player batted over 400 times, batted over 400 3 times in his Cardinals career. Who is this player?
Over 400?
This Cardinals player batted over 400 3 times in his career. Who is this Cardinal player? Guys, these are so easy.
Man the man.
Nope. Adam for a steal.
So what can you tell us?
Oh, we lost you there for a minute.
You're breaking up on
Oh,
us.
can you tell us?
There.
Can you give us like a time frame?
I mean, it's 100 years ago, probably.
Second base.
Best second baseman ever to play.
I knew it was coming.
I
Best.
took
I knew it was coming.
I took him on I took him on my all-time team.
I got it now.
Oh, yeah, I don't know the Cardinals that far back.
His name is Rogers Hornsby.
Oh, yeah, I said that earlier. That was what I was trying to guess.
Yeah.
Yep, you
Mm.
did.
Stick with me, Aaron.
Yeah, keep going. I'm
All
looking
right,
at the final question.
here's another one I think is
400?
dude, go look at his stats. I know
That's
it's
nuts.
20s and 30s, but okay. The 1906 Chicago Cubs won the most games ever in a season with 116. That total is tied with another team. They share
Seattle
that record.
Mariners.
Seattle Mariners. For a bonus point, can you tell me what year the Seattle Mariners?
It was. Oh man.
You don't get to play, Aaron. Stare at your computer
He
a little
wasn't
bit longer.
looking. He wasn't looking.
No, it was in the 90s, wasn't it?
I'm not going to give you the answer.
Yeah. I'm, I don't know.
Take a
Because
guess.
it was when they had like Johnson, Rodriguez, all those guys. Um, mm, 1996. I don't know.
Close. 2001 Seattle Mariners
Oh,
had
thanks for letting me
116
guess.
wins. Oh, my bad. What, Jay Lee, do you know what year it was?
2001.
It was actually Ichiro and not those guys.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnson wasn't there?
Johnson may have been, but like Griffey and all those guys were past their heyday.
Hmm.
Rodriguez
All
was
right.
gone.
Aaron, are you keeping total here?
I've got
Yeah.
0. Adam has 1. I have
Adam has
0.
one. Okay. Um,
Somebody has to win this, right?
Jared, this player, I just laugh at nothing. This player traded from the Chicago Cubs to the Cardinals, led the league in stolen bases 8 times after that trade.
This was my final trivia question. So I don't have a tiebreaker if we need it.
You need to read it one more time, sir.
You want me to use it in a sentence for you?
Country of origin, please.
You're
This
using
player-
it in a sentence. Thank you.
This player was traded to the Cardinals from the Chicago Cubs. While on the Cardinals, he led the league in stolen bases 8 times. So my brother's going to listen to this and chastise you all so bad.
Oh yeah, he's
know.
100% right now.
Vince Coleman.
Good guess. Incorrect. The answer is. Oh wait,
Wait,
no, Adam.
steal-
Adam.
steal.
Yeah, Adam, you get a chance to steal.
Yeah. No, I'm not good.
The answer is Lou, the Hall of Famer Brock.
Oh, well,
That's a
that's
good
who I
guess.
would have said, but
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that it was him.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
that's
a good
literally
guess.
the only.
Okay, I got 2 more questions. Okay, this is a good one. So the famous 1998 battle between Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa, the all-natural athletes that they were, trying to break the home run record. In that year, Adam, Sammy Sosa hit 66 home runs.
Mhm.
How many home runs did he hit the following season? Let's go. Whoever gets closest gets the point, because I know that's very specific.
I want to say it was he hit quite a bit the next year too, I believe. So I'm going to say 50.
Okay. In that same season, Jay Lee, Mark McGwire, 1998, hit 70 bombs, baby. And he was natural. How many home runs did Mark McGwire hit in the 1999 season?
Why do I feel like I know Sammy's home run total, but not Mark's for the following season?
I think I know it, do you?
uh, say I'll say 58. That's so wrong. Can I guess Sammy's too? Because I feel like I know that one.
Sure.
62.
Oh,
Yeah,
never
sure.
mind.
This is my guess. This is my guess. I don't know.
No, those are both pretty far wrong. So remember, Sammy hit 63 seasons in a row. Sammy hit 63 for a discrepancy of 13. And Big Mac hit, let me go back, make sure I got this right. Hit 65 for a discrepancy of 7. So Jay Lee gets that point.
I get a
Tied it
point.
up.
They
Tied
were
it
still
up, baby.
bashing, maybe.
I feel like this trivia is so much easier when I'm listening to the pod.
Pressure, man.
Pressure.
The high stakes here. Rank your position.
Yeah.
All right, so last thing, we're gonna same thing. It's 1 point. Whoever has less of a discrepancy. I don't think I'm gonna give you any additional information, but I may if it just seems too impossible. To the closest number, how many total wins, Adam, do the Chicago Cubs have as a franchise in the history of their franchise?
Oh my gosh.
And this is not counting today, I don't think. So if you miss it by
That
one, I'm
one.
sorry.
Yeah. He knew it.
And I'm
Well,
not going to give any more information unless you guys just absolutely
Dude,
want
I
to
I'm
have.
love this
trying to
question.
remember. I'm trying to remember how long ago it was because I remember watching their 10,000th win, but I don't know how long ago that was. Uh, I don't know. I'm gonna say 15,000. I don't know.
Okay. Jay Lee, same question to you. How many total wins do the Cardinals have in their franchise history?
So I'm
You
not
would
gonna say
approve?
because I had this. I don't know if you remember on the coaches podcast with Coach
Did
Schultz,
you? Like the exact same
and
question?
yeah, it was about the total Cardinals wins, and I think me and Coach Schultz said a very low number, so I'm not gonna repeat that one again.
do
So I'm gonna
you
guess
do you feel that you're at an unfair advantage, or do you still is this still a guess?
this is still just a total guess because I have no idea. I promise,
Okay. Okay.
but I will guess, and it's closest to it, right?
Yeah. Who? Yeah.
11,212.
Wrong.
Okay. Well,
Hope I
They're not
nailed
over
it.
10,000, are
so
they?
the Chicago Cubs guess was 15,000. Their total wins is 11,262.
Hmm.
The St. Louis guess was 11,212, and their total wins is 10,436. So Jay Lee will get the point of
Hmm.
the last question, and
Wow.
we'll look to Aaron to give us
Not
a
over
score total
10,000.
here.
Eat that,
All
Aaron.
right. After round one for Cubs versus Cardinals trivia, Jared was 2 for 5 and Adam was 1 for 5. So now
Hmm.
we got 3 questions moving on to
I'm batting 400 right now.
that's right. Moving
Yeah,
on to
Roger Hornsby.
brother trivia. This one probably the easiest. So Jared, since you won round one, we're going to start with you. Give Adam the advantage here, and he's our guest. What
That's fair.
brother
B
combo
R
have the most
guest.
combined home runs all time in MLB? Between brother combos, what combo has the most career home runs?
Hmm.
I'm gonna write this down like Aaron.
Yeah, have some fun with it.
I'm trying to think of brothers. I feel like I know like father son more than I know.
Yeah, we're gonna make Jared answer first, so you can steal his answer if you don't, if you
Okay.
want to.
Dude, I like know a couple of brothers that have ever played together. This
You don't
is
Not
have
the
to not
Hamiltons.
together. I'm saying I'm
no. I
sorry.
mean like in the
Career
MLB is what I'm
totals.
saying.
Yeah, career
Yeah, yeah.
totals. Yeah.
That have
Add
both
up their
been
career
named.
homers.
Dude,
What duo has
the
the most?
this is a terrible, terrible guess. Wait, can I ask a question?
Yeah, but I may not answer it.
Are Marcus and Brian Giles brothers?
Yes.
That's my guess.
Okay.
Wrong.
Good guess.
That's so wrong.
I'm struggling to come up with brothers that played.
My other one
Um,
was way worse. I'll see if he says it. I'll tell you my other one before you give the answer. What I was
Okay.
thinking.
mm, I don't know. I can't even think of who it would be. Gosh dang it. Yeah, all the only names I'm coming up with are father son names.
We'll just say the last name. They might be brothers too.
No,
In the
no,
family
well,
tree.
no.
Well,
Yeah.
I meant like down the
Well,
line.
it's
There's
it's
a bunch of dads that had multiple
Yeah,
it's
sons
not
I mean,
the
play.
it could be a
I'm
guy
thinking of
has
like
700 and a guy has two, and they would still
yeah, I'm
qualify,
thinking
right?
of a Lou. I'm
Okay.
thinking of a Lou
Okay.
or Bonds or Griffey. Like those are the things I'm thinking of.
There were 3 Alou brothers that played.
Okay, then I'll go with they'll lose.
Felipe played with two brothers.
Or the Molinas. What about the Molinas? They were home run hitters, right? I'm just kidding. Not the Molinas. I'm not going with them.
All right. Joe, do you know the way you said that? I thought maybe you knew.
Well, I don't know because I had Giambi and Boone written down, but it's not going to be that if one of them
Giambi's a good one. Yeah, there's two Giambis
Giambi is a
played.
good one.
And that probably been better than they lose. I don't know the lose stats, but
The
there
Boone's
was
got to be
multiple.
up there. Brett and Aaron.
Aaron
Those
didn't
gotta
hit
be-
homers. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I was
So
thinking
two brothers with a
I
low
was thinking
clip.
the
Upton
winning
brothers.
Upton's a good one. Yeah, the winning combo was 768 homers.
This
Is
could be so
Henry
dumb.
Aaron with 755 and Tommy Aaron with 13.
I
That's
really
Oh
why
my
hate playing
gosh.
trivia games
That's
with
why I
you.
thought Joe knew because he said, "What could have 700?" I
Playing
was like,
trivia
yeah.
games with you is the absolute worst.
Every everybody knows Tommy Aaron played. I thought.
Oh
Maybe not.
yeah,
All right, so now we're going to
everybody.
move. Now we're going to move to pitching brother combos. You ready? I've got a
Nope, don't know any
list
of these either.
of I've got a list of the 15 top pitching combos. I'm going to give each of you three guesses for every correct name you get. We'll go back and forth. For every correct name you get on the top 15, you get a point. So we'll start with Adam this time.
A brother pitching combo,
Brother pitching combos and wins.
and it's going by wins. I'm sorry, I'm not even
Yep.
involved, but I'm asking questions. Okay.
Yep, wins.
Go ahead and go.
Yeah, go for it, Adam. Give me your first combo.
Didn't Pedro Martinez have a brother? I don't know his name, but I'm gonna go with the Martinezes.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me find it here real quick. They're on here. I lost my spot there. Pedro and Ramon Martinez. Ramon pitched for Expos and Dodgers, I think. 352. They are sixth all time. So a point for Martinez brothers. All right, Jared.
I'm gonna go with show me Maddox.
Oh,
Greg and Mike Maddox are third with 394. Back to you, Adam.
pitching brothers.
Yeah, this one's tough, dude.
It
I
is
feel like
tough.
it's going to be a weird.
Out of the
they hit
15,
wins, and this
I
guy
think
has
10
two.
are real common. The other five, some of these guys I've never heard of. But so I think out of the 15, 10 of them are pretty common. And those are two of them, Martinez and Maddox's.
Are some of the win totals on the very bottom low?
So I
would-
did the top 15 because number 15 has 184 wins. So
Oh,
the
well,
top
that's-
15 all over 150.
Okay, but so that throws. I was going to say Austin. I was going to say because the only thing I'm thinking of is the Nola brothers, but one of them's not a pitcher. So I was going to.
He threw one inning, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Did I don't know.
Two of
Gosh,
these are
I can't.
Cubs connections. Two are Cardinals connections.
Hmm.
One's a Braves connection. Another one's still a Braves.
Um. Yeah, I don't know.
Another Cardinals one. Passing?
Yeah, I'll pass.
Joe, can you phone a friend for Joe? Joe, you got an answer for him? Brown.
I kind of already threw a clue to Jay Lee. I think he picked up on it.
What was
Is the name what I think I was gonna say. Anyway, I was thinking the Weaver brothers.
Weavers, yes. Jared and Jeff are 14th with 200 exactly.
Not Luke.
I feel like these guys probably had that amount of wins. Clue for Adam, they were a local, two pretty local brothers to Illinois. Big guys. They suffered injuries, but they were ultra talented, like in the 90s. I think they may have a lot of Cardinals. Maybe that some of them played on the Cubs.
Well, there's another brother combos close by. That's for the Cubs.
That was a horrible clue, Adam.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yes, that's actually the number 15th combo. that Joe's referencing?
Pretty sure Gaylord Perry probably had a brother, but I don't know if he played baseball.
Well, if you said Perry's, you might get a point.
I will say Perry's then.
Steve,
Yes,
baby.
the Perrys are number two, Gaylord and Jim. I love how one's Jim
Ah!
and one's
I'm just
Gaylord.
I'm just picking guys that I know were
Yeah,
successful as pitchers and hoping they had a brother at this point.
529 wins. So
Eat
Adam's
that,
got
Jay
2 out of
Lee.
3. Jared, you could take the round with the third correct answer. And Joe's clue is spot on.
Oh, wait, do I get a chance to rebuttal? Because I may have another one.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, we'll allow it.
All right.
You can go again while I'm thinking. It's fine.
All right.
The Necros.
Ah, Necros, yes.
That's clutch. I
Phil
didn't think of that
Phil
one.
and Phil and
Phil and Joe, first
Phil
with
and Bill.
539.
okay,
Is
that's
there a,
literally
All right, so Adam got
that,
three for
yeah.
three. We gave him he hit a foul ball and he came back and delivered.
is there just another Martinez set of brothers on there? Because there were so many Martinezes.
No, there are not. The duo I think you're going to get is the one that Joe's been talking about.
I bet it just came to his mind.
The other brother combo are famous because of where they came from. There, those are your two clues there.
Yeah.
One of the guys we've actually talked about already today.
Do we think Catfish Hunter had a brother?
No, you could say Hunter and see if you get it right.
Yeah, his name was Bluegill.
No, ain't wrong. Number 15, Joe. Who's the duo you're talking about, Joe?
Oh, Bluegill Hunter.
And his Pappy Bass. Alan and Andy Bennis, I assume.
Yes, Andy and Alan, 184. Then Jeff and Jared. Then Dizzy and Paul Dean, the Dean
Ooh,
Bros.
yeah.
Mainly Dizzy there, but
Dizzy, yeah,
number
mostly.
12, Al and Mark Leiter, which you mentioned Mark Leiter
Oh,
Jr. earlier.
duh.
Rick and Paul Russell are from the area.
Yeah, Paul
We
Russell. Yeah.
one of their nieces went to Illinois
I
College with us.
I didn't know he had a brother that played though too.
Yeah, both Cubbies actually, I do believe. Jesse and Virgil Barnes, no idea who that is. Levon and Orlando El Duque Hernandez.
Mm. Oh, Duque.
Bob and Ken Force, don't know who those are. Stan and Harry.
Oh, dude,
something.
Bob Force is a Hall of Fame Cardinal.
That's who. Yeah, Joe just kept talking about him last time. Stan and Harry Kovaleski. Pedro and Ramon, Christy and Henry Matheson, which I'm guessing is mainly all Christy. Then there's the Clarksons. There's 3 Clarksons. John, Dad, and Walter. One of their names, Dad, apparently. Greg and Mike, Gaylord and Jim, Phil and Joe. All right, so Adam takes that round with 3 points. Jared got 2, so we are tied up 4-4 going to the last question on our
You
trivia
couldn't
night.
write a better story, people.
Oh man, this is perfect. And this
And
is
we're not going to know this.
this is for what brother combination, what family of brothers, put that way, what family of brothers has the most World Series rings? And for a tiebreaker, how many rings does that family of brothers have? So give me the name and the amount of rings. Jared, you're gonna go first. So Adam, write yours down. That way you can't
Okay.
or text on your phone or
I
something.
have no writing utensils nearby.
We'll trust you
We
not to
trust
change
you.
your answer.
Okay.
If he wants to go first, I can write mine down.
Okay, that'll work. Adam, go first, and Jared write his down. Family name of the brothers and how many World Series rings?
I'm going to go Molina's.
And how many rings?
7.
I gotta count just a second. All right, Jared, family name?
It's definitely Molina.
Okay, so how many?
My gut and what I wrote down was 5.
Adam, how many do you say?
I said 7.
You said 7? It is 5. Jose and Benji both won 2002 on the Angels, so there's 2. They each got 1. Yachty won 2 by himself in 06 and 11. And then Jose also won in 2009 with the Yankees. So
I thought Yachty won more
five,
than that.
five with the Molinas. Point
Should
goes to
have.
Jared coming from behind. Still doesn't have as many rings as the Cardinals, though. Sorry, Jared. That's your lifelong dream to have 11 rings. That's all you guys talk about over there.
Only
All
thing that
right.
matters.
So Jared wins the Bro v Bro challenge. Let's wrap this pod up with a quick rundown of our weekend predictions. I guess I'll write these down since Corey's not here. All right, so we'll go. I'll
Who's
announce it.
Corey?
We'll just go Aaron, Joe, Jared, Adam. I'll go first since I'm taking Corey's spot, I guess. All right, our first round is Milwaukee at the Cubbies. Weekend series, Milwaukee at the Cubbies, battle for central prominence. I'm going to go Milwaukee. Joe, who you got?
The fact that Milwaukee wins games is a joke. They literally are trying to lose. Um, Cubs.
Cubs.
I also took the Cubs.
Adam?
I agree with Joe's statement. I can't believe that the Brewers have won as many as they have so far.
All right. So I took Brewers. The U.S. 3 take Cubs. Moving on to a battle of some young teams here. We got Baltimore at Cincy. Baltimore at Cincy. I think since it's at Cincy, I'm going to go Cincy. Ellie De La Cruz throws the ball 107 miles per hour. It's ridiculous.
That's
It
pretty
went 10
wild.
rows into the stands, but that's okay. It should have been caught. Hit the glove, but all right. Joe, who you got? Baltimore at Cincy.
Um, Andrew Abbott's awful.
I haven't
So
looked at the probables. So I have no idea.
let's go Baltimore. Just the fact that he's on the team brings him down.
Okay.
I'm sure he's a poor teammate too.
Golly. Joe's
I
least
will.
favorite player.
I'll also take Baltimore.
All righty.
Give me the Orioles.
Orioles, man. All right. So once again, I'm by myself sitting here.
Out
I
on
didn't
that
even
island.
look up to see how we did last time, so that'll have to be for Corey to tabulate.
He can figure it out.
Third, we go into the AL. We got Texas versus Kansas City. It's at Kansas City. I'm high on the Royals, so I'm going KC. Joe?
Yeah, you're high on something, obviously, most of the time. Casey's playing well, but let me see if this guy is holding
AL
up. Because if
MVP,
that's
Bobby
true,
Witt, your favorite player.
I do like Bobby Witt a lot. I just don't think he's Barry Bonds.
Not what we heard in Kansas City.
No, that's not true. Let's go, Texas.
Nope.
When in doubt.
The eyes of the Rangers.
It's a terrible pick. I'm gonna also take Kansas City because I believe they are 12-5 at home, and I think they have the best run differential in the game right now. So
Stats,
give
man.
me
Jared, you're out of your
Kansas
realm here.
City.
Don't say
I know.
stats.
It felt weird. I
Yeah.
tried to be Corey. I didn't like it.
You go throw up real quick. All right, Adam, what you got?
I'm taking the Royals too.
Okay. Every time you lean to the side, we lose you. I don't know where your mic's at, but
Oh, sorry.
there you go.
There you
I'm
are.
taking the Royals.
All right.
Yeah.
So 3 for Kansas City. Joe took Texas. Moving on to the NL West. We've got a big showdown out there. We got San Diego at Arizona. San Diego at Arizona. I feel like I need to take Arizona because I have them winning the West. But Corbin Carroll decided he hates baseball, so I'm torn. I'll still stick with Arizona. Joe?
Man, I need time to research these things. This thing wasn't in the agenda earlier.
Definitely was.
Looks like
At least 20 minutes before Adam got on.
San Diego has a guy named Higashioka. So let's go with San Diego.
I know my research here.
You got a name like that, you can probably win.
He got traded for Soto,
I-
so he's only been talked about all offseason.
I mean, I couldn't get out of my mouth fast enough how you knew everything about him and you followed him since his career in the KBO minor leagues.
The minor
I
league
mean,
PBL?
it's amazing. Let me scroll farther down and see if I can find somebody who's on a toilet right now that we all know about.
His name's
Anyway,
Kyle.
Jaylee, you're next.
Uh, I agree with Joe. I'm taking the Padres.
What is going on, guys?
Mike
Well, I
Dodgers are
followed
barging in
the
here.
Padres.
It's Joe.
Say hi.
Hey,
Oh,
girls.
hi.
I guess it's past your bedtime. No, okay.
Yeah.
All righty.
I'm,
Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna
Yeah.
take the Diamondbacks. I don't not a,
Oh,
the Padres organization right now is
Jared, you say Padres? I missed that.
yep.
All right.
Got a
All
text
right.
from
No.
Corey. I don't know what play he's at now, but he's watching something.
This pod is falling apart. Last we have Detroit at the Yankees. I'm going to go Detroit just for funds.
How come you take all these homer picks and then you're like, oh, the Braves are gonna win the World Series?
What? That is a homer pick. Braves are the homer pick. What?
So Detroit at the Yankees. I mean, the Yankees are playing. Well, they also have a $300 million payroll. Let's go New York. New
New York.
York.
That's what dreams are made of.
Bow, bow,
Hmm.
bow, 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 bow.
Was that you picking New York, Jared? Or were you just singing?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
I know. I was
I didn't
waiting
know.
too, and then I realized it was just silence.
I apologize. Yep. Nope.
I didn't know
I
if we
thought
were
it was
just
Alicia Keys was on here. I was really got sidetracked.
yeah. The Yankees are on their way down, so not them.
Not them.
Yep.
All righty, guys. All righty. Well, this pod is falling apart. My kids are running around at 10 o'clock, so I better do something about that. Adam, thank you for joining
Thanks,
us.
Adam. You're the
Thanks
best.
for having me, guys.
We have officially declared Jared as the dominant lead here with the trivia that was kind of poor. So,
It
Jared,
was stacked in his favor. Let's be honest.
Study for next time.
all
Yeah.
right.
Got to stay on the pod somehow.
That's right. That's right. Corey will be back with us next time. He's out in Florida with the family at the house that the mouse built. So he's having a good time out there talking about all the fun rides he's going on while we're stuck in Illinois. But I think that wraps up episode. What are we on? 53? That's right. Episode
Adam,
53.
anytime you want to come on, Adam, you tell us.
All right. Well, I'll just be here every night
I
then.
second that.
All right.
Sounds good.
Well, we only record once a week, so if you're
Yeah.
on, let's-
No,
we'll
I'm
see you
gonna
on
be- I'll
Wednesday,
just-
but you get
I'm-
on tomorrow. It's fine.
I'm just going to leave this rolling.
Oh, forever. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
Sounds
just
good.
pop in
All right.
and out and say hi to him. His computer.
Sure. Yeah. No,
Fine.
seriously. Thanks for having me on, guys. This is fun. I enjoy
Yep.
listening to you guys. So,
Appreciate it, man.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Do you want to take us out, Coach?
what do I do?
Until
do?
next time. Don't
Oh,
forget.
until
forget
next
to-
time, don't forget to
Rake
Rake
your
your
position.
position.